New in at Aldi. Apologise for the scruffy hands. I'm a gardener. I've just finished gardening, so sowed a load of new seedlings, as you do. New seeds, rather. So, this is from the new specially selected range. Aldi seem to be copying, or should we say, following the supermarkets with their specially selected. It's basically their way of saying it's a decent, this is our premium brand sort of thing. And instead of having fake breweries, which never works, they've actually got some of the best breweries in Britain. This one, Suffolk Blonde, by St Peters Brewery. So I absolutely love St Peters Brewery. I think their modern traditional beers are probably one of the best in the country. So it says here, a delicate, well-balanced blonde ale, full of refreshing flavour, brewed in the UK in partnership with St Peters Brewery, meaning that St Peters Brewery brewed it. 4% volume, and not the normal St Peters bottle, as you might have noticed. Sublime, light caramel aromas, finished with a bitter touch. Well-balanced blonde ale. So great to actually be able to use my glass. It's been a while, and one of these days I'm going to get over to Norfolk. It's been a while, and as the channel grows, I'm going to re-review. I've made this decision in my own head, at least, that I'm going to re-review beers from some of the best traditional breweries. Why? Because this year, with the cost of living crisis, people are going to be using their money to whatever way. If they like a beer, they're going to be looking at cheaper beer. They're not, it's all right paying 10, 12 quid for a bottle of an Imperial Stout or something. But trust me, there's a lot of people, the vast majority of people, who just simply can't afford that. So, here we go. As you can see, lovely. You would call it blonde coloured pour. I'd call it slightly golden, but there you go. Lots of carbonation on there. White head. Yeah, always a good pour by Mr. Rag. And as you can see, all the writing on the glass. This is a glass from St Peters Brewery's website. You can order it, and I think it comes with, if memory serves me correctly, you can get it in a pack with 2 beers. And you can pick your beers as well. They do a good mixed case as well. So yeah, the Discovery mixed case. It was Discovery, wasn't it? Yeah. And I always said to them years ago about doing a mixed case, and they answered my dreams and did a mixed case. And they have such a range of beers. Nothing new for a while, to be fair. Not what I've seen. But yeah, here's hoping they do. I mean, I'd still love them to do a plum porter beer kit. But that's me. Because the kits that they have got, the honey porter, the cream stout, golden ale, the ruby ale, there is another one. I'm sure there's 5. Anyway, they're smashing kits. So here we go. Faint citrus nose on this. I did get a touch of lemon all of a sudden in the background then. Well, let's dive in because I'm thirsty. A lovely fruitiness coming through straight away. Obviously, citrus fills the mouth with flavour. Oh. And for me, it's good that Aldi are finally doing this. By going to the breweries that can produce mega quantities at a price that suits both, I suppose, at um, you're delivering good beer. And it's got to be said that there's been some not so good beer in Aldi, as we all know. Um, Twice as nice. Oh dear, oh dear. If ever a beer was the wrong name for a beer, it may well be better now. But I'd never drink it again anyway. If it's still even in the shops, I'm not sure. But in any case, crisp, refreshing, easy drinking, summer beer, and if I'm somebody who reviews beers and I want to get somebody into beer drinking that's a lager drinker and say to them, these are the flavours you get. What you don't want is for somebody who's transitioning into beer to have a rubbish beer, have a bad experience and say, I'm never touching that stuff again. I'll just stay on my standard lager and never benefit from the flavour, aroma and a good experience as well. Which is why good beer should always be at the forefront of everyone's, you know, in the journey into beer. Obviously, crystal clear as you can see. And I was just thinking the other day, I've never ever had St Peters on cask. I wonder if St Peters delivers Nottingham. There's a couple of pubs near me. It's a long trek from Norfolk, mind you. A couple of a couple of pubs near me that are open for tap takeovers. I'd love that. One's got the capacity for 6 cask and about 5 keg. And the other one's got the capacity for about 7 cask. Definitely got a keg capacity. So yeah, interesting. Obviously that's in Nottingham, not all the way in Norfolk. It is a trek, you know. You wouldn't want to be the delivery driver thinking, that's that idiot beer reviewer telling the pubs up here to get the beer. But then again, good beer is good beer and it deserves to travel. I mean, Christmas ale, winter ale, plum porter. Oh, just to name but honey porter, cream stout. Just to name but a few. You know, the list goes on. Oh. And so if you're watching this video, interested in, you know, the new Aldi beer, and you've seen St Peters in, you think, oh, St Peters, go to their website, St Peters Brewery. If you can afford to do an order, get their mixed case. You'll not be disappointed if you can break the free delivery. Sometimes it's 45 quid. I'm not 100% sure, so you know. But if you can break their free delivery, so what I did, I ordered the mixed case, and then I ordered the glass, because obviously who doesn't want the glass, and then 2 extra beers to go with it that wasn't in the mixed case, funnily enough. And they came and so enjoyed the beers and lovely. The funny thing is, next year we're renewing our vows next year, so I will be looking and hoping that I can get in mini kegs several St Peters Brewery beers. Why? Because they deserve to be in Nottingham and drank at the Wraggy Beer Festival at my wedding vows. You know, it's a little Wraggy mini beer festival, and you know, if I can introduce people to good beer, then I shall do it. So, oh, good day at work, good night in the garden. Well, actually, went in next door neighbour's garden, did their garden at work. Did a couple edges. Nothing worse than trying to do a hedge on top of a ladder when you're tired. Holding a long reach hedge trimmer putting down nasty cherry lolls that put about 3 foot of growth on in the last few weeks, which is ridiculous. But hey ho, did it. They're happy. I'm happy. Gives me a few extra pennies for a bit of beer, as you do. And came home and did some gardening, and there's some. I've got some lovely plants in the garden. I think I can remember the salvia family, but the hardy salvia. I think anyway. Even I can't remember at times. I have done it on PlantNet, and I still can't get the name. And if I actually put me awake brain on the subject, I find it in literally seconds. Don't know everything in life. Who does? But yeah, I've just sowed 7 trays, sprinkled the seeds, harvested the seeds, sprinkled the seeds over the trays, gave them a watering, and fingers crossed they germinate and more seeds, more plants, and doing the good thing, they're doing the good work. Because plants, trees give oxygen. They swallow in the nasty stuff, they bring out oxygen. They're all good. Obviously, trees are the best, but yeah. Anyway, back on with the beer. Now the air's got to it. There's more of a twang to it now. It's more like a little bit of resin just popped in there. So it's changing. The first couple of minutes, it was, what it was, what I said. And now it's changing. And this is the great thing about drinking beer. Because your first sip tells the start of the story. Halfway through the pint, it starts to change. By the time you get to the end, it's changed again. Not on all beers, no, but on some beers. And it's a journey. It's a journey worth taking. It's why we all love beer. What does beer do for me? It chills me out after a day. I have a drink of beer. I'm concentrating on the aroma, the flavours, and enjoying. Those 3 things combined make beer drinking such a thing. It's not about getting drunk. It's never about getting drunk. It's about the social aspect. You and your friends talking about beers. I absolutely love talking about beers. And it may seem sad to some people. Just drink it. But it's not, I've met some amazing people, both locally, slightly further afield, and nationally, and on the power of YouTube worldwide, talking about beers. Is there ever a hobby that is so great that we can all experience as well? Because beers travel around the world. I love theme parks, but I can't explain a theme park in the UK that somebody in America and beyond, Europe beyond, have never been on. But a beer that gets all the way around the world, we can all embrace, we can all enjoy that experience. So, yeah, enjoyed this. I'm going to take a photo of it before I forget. As I said, a fantastic addition to the rural wasp, to the range at Aldi. Certainly, certainly a positive step by having quality breweries delivering top-notch beer. It's great for the likes of me who want to sample it, review it, and tell the story of this beer, as much as I know at least. Not much, which isn't much. But yeah, I'm being honest. And yeah, but do the positive word about beer. The hospitality took an absolute hammering for nearly 2 years. Pubs, beer makers took an absolute thumping. Yes, the ones that deliver into supermarkets they were still pumping it out, and in some ways they were doing very well. Um, but a lot, if they own a chain of pubs, they were suffering on the pub front, where it doesn't. There's a balance between all of it. But in any case, fantastic addition to the Aldi range. A good statement of intent from Aldi. Let's hope this is going forward. This is permanent, and there's more of these. And my phone's going to die. So, out of 5 for me, a good 4.4 out of 5, all day long. Fantastic beer for you to try. And that's it from this review. Thank you for watching, and see you soon before my phone dies. Cheers all.